what I'd do on a Saturday if I didn't play netball.
It's fun when I get to play with my friends.
Being a mother of three, it helps relieve some stress.
Anyone can play netball no matter what size or height or colour.
If you want to find a club, check out letsplaynetball.com.au.
What if your next phone could take photos like a pro? Like that one, even in low light. Busted.
We were just talking.
What if you could expand its memory so you can store all your photos?
You have more followers than me.
And what if it worked in this weather? I did warn you. And what if you could do all that and still look this good? Not you, champ. Sorry. Introducing the new Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge.
Welcome back to Bar TV's coverage of round 10 of the Samsung Premier League. Welcome back to Bar TV's coverage of round 10 of the Samsung Premier League. If you're just tuning in, I'm Brittany Carter, your host of the coverage tonight. We've just seen a great match play out between Sutherland Stingrays and North Shore United Open sides, where the Stingrays were victorious 57-54 the final score. Now the under-20 sides will play here on the show court, where the second place Rays are up against United at 6th spot. On the other courts, a huge matchup between the GWS Fury and the UTS St George Sparks on court 2. The Sparks claimed the top spot with another win last week, 52-48 over the Panthers, while GWS has lost to the Stingrays. The very same Stingrays here on the show court tonight saw them slide from 1st into 3rd spot. The Manly... There's only 5 rounds left of play in this competition before the semis, so North Shore United really need a win. They need at least 2 wins to catch the Panthers in 4th spot to be in finals contention, providing the Penrith side don't win against the Hawks tonight. But Sutherland has been extremely dominant and is hot on the Sparks' heels for the top spot, just 1 point behind first position. The last time these two met was back in May, round 3, where the scores were tied 33-32 heading into the 4th term. A last effort from the Stingrays, especially their mid-quarters, saw them push a lead up to 10 goals until the end of the game, 50-40 at full time. So we've started...
United.
We've started with a raised centre here and already seen a turnover for United. Just reading through their lineup, head coach Nadia McDonald, who's just played for the Open side at goalkeeper, very impressive. She's now backing up as a coach. She's got Sarah Jane Caulfield in at goal shooter, Georgina Woods at goal attack, Ali Warby at centre, Grace Pillen at wing attack, Grace Hill wing defence, goal defence Chloe Friday, goalkeeper Emily Nesbitt. First goal of the night is scored by United. In the Rays lineup, we've got Shelby Mallon at goal shooter, Ricky McRae at goal attack, Brittany Pearce at wing attack, Lily Gorman-Brown in centre, Leilani Finau in wing defence, Tara Staunton-Burker at goal defence, and Abby Tilburg at goalkeeper.
Contact keeper.
Nice work by Ricky McRae then to bring her hands around, and she wasn't ready for the ball. And a rebound from Abby Tilburg sees the ball head up United's way. So Netball New South Wales Communications Unit Manager Victoria Baines back for commentary in this game.
Can't do one without the other.
Your expertise is always wanted here.
That's very kind of you.
And it's great to know the background of all the players.
And I'll be on the front foot here. Some of these players I'm not too familiar with. They're a little bit too young for me to have had much exposure to. Usually I get to know the players once they enter the Netball New South Wales player pathway, which is our state teams. But I've been impressed. Some of these kids, as I very respectively call them, very good players. It just goes to show the fantastic future the sport has in this state.
Well, that's the whole idea of the Premier League, isn't it? To set up these pathways.
Absolutely, and as we were speaking about in the previous game, Cassandra Radford's a fantastic example of that. One of her teammates, Lily Gorman-Brown, who we've seen in previous weeks, come up to that open side and fit in seamlessly. And I think it's fantastic that we're able to see two different age groups really bleed some of these younger players through, give them exposure and experience to what netball is like at the top level, and hopefully it will reap benefits for New South Wales in future national campaigns to come.
So that's the first for the Stingrays. They score 4-1. 4 minutes of play gone. United leading the Stingrays. And so we've seen a lot of turnover so far. The Stingrays very direct in their passing, straight up the middle and straight into the middle of the circle to McRae. Nice work done by the wing defence for United, Grace Hill. Little high five between her and Chloe Friday as they watch the aftermath of her intercept. But we've seen a turnover for the rebound of Abby Tilburg. And last time Shelby Mallon was here on the show court, she was very dominant in the circle, as to Ricky McRae. Oh, great hand to it.
Commentator's curse right there.
That's now the second great intercept Grace Hill has made at wing defence. And Ali Warby just misjudged that pass. She thought one of the shooters might pop out the back into space. Straight to Lily Gorman-Brown.
We've seen a lot of turnover ball early in this game.
Nice shot from Shelby Mallon. Long range one. So United forced back twice. And Georgina Woods for United did well to find some space under the post there.
Batty's breaking defence. Instruction wing.
So as we were mentioning in the earlier broadcast, there is a number of Sutherland representatives that are here cheering on their club mates, and wouldn't be surprised if they are state age championship participants, with the state age on this weekend at 3 venues. Campbelltown's hosting their championship division, Bankstown City is hosting Division 2, and Illawarra will be hosting Divisions 3 and 4. So play will get underway on Saturday the 2nd of July, nice and bright and early with the parade of districts. I'll be wearing my thermals for sure. And yeah, very excited to see what the competition can produce with 3 days of back-to-back netball. I'm sure that what we're seeing right here is a bunch of players that probably were only participating in state age just a couple of seasons ago.
Having played down in the Illawarra for many, many years, I can tell you they're crazy about netball down there, and I'm sure they'll be eagerly awaiting that competition to head down South Coast.
Absolutely.
United. Instruction centre.
Nice shot from Caulfield. Little smile, she's happy with that one.
Contact in defence.
Lucky one.
With wing. That instruction wing.
Much like their older counterparts, I think we're seeing the scoreboard not correctly reflect just how tight it is out on court.
Well, United jumped out to
Batting stalls.
Fantastic goal by Mellon.
United.
Yeah, United jumped out to a 4-0 lead right at the start of the quarter, and it's paying off so far because now the competition's become really close. Lots of disruption in play. It's making it hard for one side to get a momentum going.
Contact centre.
Oh, nice work by Shelby Mallon. Found some space. Beautiful pass from Lily Gorman-Brown into her. Nice bounce pass there from Pillen into the goal attack, Georgina Woods. And some beautiful shooting from Caulfield. The ball running around the edge of the rim before it pops in.
Break, free pass. Hold time.
McRae looking for someone. And Shelby Mallon's got that same hands grip that I think it was Quince had in the last game. Very interesting, wrapped hand almost backwards over the top of the ball.
Yeah, if there's any shooting specialist coaches out there, they might have their own opinions on what is the perfect shooting, I guess, technique. But being a novice like myself, as long as it gets through the hoop, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Whatever works, right?
Whatever works for you.
Centre. Contact. Goalkeeper. Pass a shot. Contact. Both players.
So Nesbitt and Friday out,
Don't stop.
allowing Mallon a free shot. Killen forced back twice. Shooters just can't get free, but Caulfield's popped out at the baseline. Does well to get that one in. So we've got just under 4 minutes of play left in the first quarter. 11-7 the score.
Contact goalkeeper. Inside.
Spoke about that 4-0 goal lead. United's way right at the start of the quarter, really paying off now. Grace Hill's been outstanding so far. Few intercepts, found a lot of space.
That is instruction shooter.
Nice pass from Wabi into Caulfield. Sees United score another point. The last time these two played each other, it was 11-all at the end of the first break. And with 2 minutes on the clock, it looks as if United is going to take the lead this time.
Throwing Stingrays.
Great work by Hilt there. Disrupting a pass from McRae to Gorman Brown. Great work from Emily Nesbitt. Goal keep for United, sees the ball head up. Their way of the court.
Throwing United.
Nice shot from Caulfield. Very composed shooter. Oop. Almost got us that ball.
Almost possession for you.
So for now, takes the throw in. McRae did very well to keep that in play. Pass back to Warby. Nice shot into the net.
I think that play just kind of articulates the growing combination between Mallon and McRae.
They shoot very well together, that's for sure.
Yeah, just having that telepathic connection to know exactly where to be and where exactly the other player is going to be.
Where to expect them, really. They've both got fantastic drive.
Instruction on fence.
Never say die attitude, you can tell. Always moving, constantly trying to create space. Oh, nice work from Stortenberger. Straight into the hands of Nesbitt, unfortunately, though, with the long pass.
Yeah, I think Grace Hill, she had the right idea, just a bit late in the execution.
So 14-9, United leading the Stingrays after the first quarter. So we've seen one change to the Stingrays. Brianna Smith coming on at wing attack. Brittany Pearce moving to the bench.
United.
North Shore remain unchanged for this quarter.
Barrack wing obstruction. Barrack obstruction wing.
A little bit of miscommunication from the United teammates then.
Godman Brown did well to recover that.
Yeah, great chase. She's got some speed.
Defense obstruction.
Nice work from Ricky McRae.
Stingrays.
Shelby Mallon was definitely on there.
Barrack wing offside.
Lots of yelling being done, mostly on the court.
Oh,
Stingrays throw in. Yes.
Oh, nice work there from the GK. Emily Nesbitt.
Fantastic positioning. United, they're just throwing it away again. They've really got to nail these converted opportunities, otherwise they're going to stay behind.
And Nesbitt, who forced that turnover then, just sliding her hands down her face, obviously frustrated.
Here we go, second chance.
Obstruction, pass the shot.
Wabi feeds it into Woods.
United.
15-11 the score.
Good defence on the transverse line, pushing United really wide.
Ricky McRae doing well in defence just then too.
Those long arms. Oh, great vision. Well done.
Nice shot by Caulfield.
Deserved to be polished off.
She's a very confident player.
Throw in.
Doesn't seem to miss many.
Time. On the whistle. Obstruction. Throw in, Stingrays.
And that comes off for the Stingrays, although United very unlucky there.
Yes.
Chloe Friday doing extremely well.
Contact goal attack.
And Nesbitt's got a free pass.
Batting obstruction wing.
Dylan fast hands into Caulfield.
Batting offside centre. Batting offside wing.
Great balance.
Very good work from... Who are we looking at here? This is Brittany Pearce, so she's moved into wing defence. And Leilani Finau's moved to the bench for this quarter.
Obstruction, got offence. Spanish not out of play, got offence. United.
Nice work between Pillen and the shooters. She feeds it into Woods. Stortenberger. Nice call.
I think we were talking earlier about Vicky McRae and Shelby Mallon, but I think these two United shooters are just as good as them, as their combination, sorry. If you notice there, Caulfield, knowing that she had the defender just behind her, actually drew her by coming out of the circle, which opened up her teammate. It's really smart play.
United. Batting centre obstruction. Batting obstruction centre.
Oh, nice. Nice pass from Pillen over the top of the defender into Caulfield.
Talking about telepathic play.
Yeah.
That was definitely a set play.
Caulfield was almost running backwards when she got that ball.
Stingrays throw in circle area. Yes.
Malin in from the baseline.
Centre contact.
Oh, unlucky call.
Smith,
Contact, got to say. Got to say.
McRae.
Forward. That's it. Yes.
He's now on the baseline.
Contact. Barnage goal. United.
United centre, 18-13. Under 10 minutes, 18-14, sorry. Under 10 minutes of play left here.
Just noticing a little bit of a change in the momentum. United seem to have gotten a sniff, and they really seem to have upped their intensity, even just slightly. Sutherland really need to be wary of this.
Oh, well done by the United centre.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ali
That's sort of
Wabi.
never say.
Contact.
Oh, I was about to say that kind of positioning. Never say die attitude, but that sort of stuff lifts your teammates.
Nice shot from Malin.
United.
No one in the circus.
Caulfield's been forced out, but it's okay. She feeds it into Woods.
And she positioned herself really well there. Defender had to come all the way around her.
Barnage wing obstruction.
Oh, beautiful work
Offside keeper. Free
by
pass,
Emily
Edison.
Nesbitt. Unfortunately, doesn't pay off. She's been very strong up that end.
Contacting. Throw in, Stingrays. Throw in. Stingrays throw in. Yes. Over a third.
Bit of confusion, I think, with the Sutherland mid-quarters.
Barnage shooter
United are going to jump on this chance.
Oh. Oh. Good hands there.
Caulfield over the top to Wabi. And Woods finds some space on the baseline. They don't even need to talk, these players, do they? They're not saying a word. They just know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how happy the coach would be if there's no talking. But yeah, certainly, you know, they connect. Oh, fantastic. Well done.
Nice work from Smith.
So Sutherland just need to take their time here. Reset.
Contact, contact.
Find the
Caulfield
best
wing
avenue
attack
into
out
their
of play.
shooting. Don't try and
Yes.
force it.
Whole time.
They're 6 goals down now. As we've seen from the open side, I was very much proven wrong that you can be down by as much as 10 goals and still win. But, you know, you don't want to put yourself in that position anyway.
Force back.
Oh.
Offside. Free pass. Goal third. Shooter. Time.
Shelby Malin's coming off. He's pointing to the ankle.
Coming onto court. Throw in. Keeper to throw in. Barnage shooter obstruction.
So the Delilah Colley has come on to replace Shelby Malin.
Stingrays.
Stingrays throw in.
Nice pressure from United.
I'm not even sure if she was expecting that.
Reflexes.
Gorman Brown's just been a workhorse for Sutherland. She seems to be taking every second or third pass. Commentator's curse. She's getting every second or third pass, and she's really helping to keep her team in the contest. But, you know, you've got to hold possession if you're going to have any sort of impact.
United's just lost possession here.
Second chance.
Throw in. Stingrays.
So Collie will take the throw in from the baseline.
That's it.
With the overpass.
Oh.
Just wasn't high enough there from McRae. That was set up.
Nesbitt did very well to intercept. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
And Brittany Pearce tried to take us out just then.
Unfortunately, she didn't set up the pass properly. United player was off court, therefore a legal throw-in. So those tiny little mistakes sometimes can be a bit of a, a coach killer.
And Collie forced back into the midcourt. McRae's struggling to get free here.
Centre, contact.
Chloe Friday doing very well for United.
Throw in.
It's communication again.
And that pressure's paid off because now United will head up the court from a throw-in.
Oh,
that was
that
lucky.
coming a mile away.
Nice split stance from Woods to get position, balance herself.
United.
Yeah, Staunton Baker, she seemed to just catch herself on the wrong side there. Probably lucky not to get the contact call because she was coming from behind her player. I'm really enjoying the contest between her and Woods. Two great athletes that are just going hard for the ball.
So a bit of bunch in here.
Centre, contact.
And Collie hasn't really made much of an impact as she's probably liked to. Coming on this quarter, replacing Mellon. And very fast heading up the court for United. Nice work from Caulfield to pass it over to Woods. Decided last second she didn't want to take that shot.
Throw in, Stingrays.
Needed to slow down there, compose
Good
herself.
intentions. I just don't think that Caulfield is really planning for it. Woods is trying to get in the commentary box. Now, good to see that she's trying to lift the intensity of her teammates. We're approaching half-time. I think there'll be a few players that will really be feeling their lungs at the moment, ready for a break. So these last 2 minutes, it's important just to try and will themselves.
Completely, and none more so than Goldman Brown, who, as you said before, has been a workhorse this quarter.
Hey, have a look here. Sutherland are really struggling in the attacking ends. And if you actually look quite closely, there's no two options. There's no second option. Therefore, if the first option is not working, which sometimes is happening because of United's strong defence, they've just got no other way in. So it's important that they try and help their teammates and don't just rely on the one lead.
They're trying to pull off the impossible with some of those passes up into their circle.
Well, it just forces the players to start to to force the ball into the circle, which is not, exactly what United want them to do, but it's not what their coach probably wants them to do. Two options.
You can hear "Give Her Someone" from Abby Tilburg, right up the other ends, watching it all unfold.
I think it also gives the circle defenders, they know that only one lead's going to go, so they'll always double up on that lead.
Quick work from the mid-quarters. And no one's free in the circle. Good pick up from Stautenberger.
Great work.
Oh, and it's one back straight away.
Just saw
Chloe
that coming
Friday.
from a mile away.
Contact.
Good rebound from Tilburg.
Wins that back throw slide.
Throw in.
Bit of a waste, that one.
13 seconds. Wonder if United will get another one on there.
26-16, the deficit by 10.
Can't give away a penalty here.
Stingrays. That would have been impressive had it gone in for Caulfield. Thanks, keeper. And that ends our second quarter. Halftime score 26-16. United leading by 10 at the break.
final four was going to be me. Who said that? 10 seconds.
So Gorman Brown will start us with a race centre for the third quarter. We've had some changes. Stortenberg has come off to allow Abby Tilburg to move to goal defence and Tian Bradley to move into goalkeeper for the Stingrays. For United, Chloe Friday's moved to wing defence and Tara Rigney's come on at goal defence, meaning Grace Hill has moved to the bench. Beautiful work from Brittany Pearce there to steal the ball.
Good eyes and timing.
Hopefully Collie and McRae.
Great defence.
Hopefully these two shooters can get a better working partnership happening this quarter. Because it looks like Shelby Mallon's definitely not coming back.
Ricky McRae is an interesting goal attack because you'd notice by her body type, you'd think she would be a more of a holding shooter.
She reminds me of Caitlin Bassett. I know Caitlin Bassett's a lot taller, but just the body shape.
I think Seabass has got just a few centimetres on Ricky McRae.
Contact shooter.
She's very tall. She's got very skinny, long arms. You know, she's got the body type of a usual. That's very lucky, I think. Right place, right time. Of a usual holding shooter. So it's nice to see that she's a more mobile goal attack. It's obviously where she probably feels more natural, hence why she's still there while Coley stays on at GS, who is, you know, quite a bit shorter than what McRae is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's very true.
Caulfield, she's not comfortable. She wants to get closer to the post.
And Woods does the job.
And great shooting.
28-18. Deficit 10 here, third quarter.
So we were talking earlier about the State Age Championships which are happening this weekend. On the other side of the spectrum, the Australian 19 and under squad is in camp at the moment at the Australian Institute of Sport. And 3 of our New South Wales girls are there. Amy Parmenter, Laura Towell, and Alison Miller.
Parmenter plays in this league, doesn't she?
She does. She plays in the Opens, though, for the UTS St George Sparks.
Name definitely familiar. And so who were the other two?
Laura Towell and also Alison Miller. I also saw Prudence, Rudy Ellis was there as well. She recently attended the Invitational Talls camp with Tegan O'Shaughnessy, who is also playing Premier League for the Manly Warringah Sapphires, their open side.
A contest between the goalkeeper and Collie there. Nesbitt.
So who's to say we might see a few of these kids.
Offside wing.
Oh, unlucky.
This side.
We might see a few of these kids in years to come playing in the or attending the AIS as part of the Australian underage camps.
They're definitely in the right place to showcase their talent, nonetheless. Beautiful work from Caulfield there.
Friday gets a little high five for her efforts.
It's nice to see that little friendliness between the players.
The little bum taps.
Yeah. Also common in cricket.
I think it's common in all sports.
That is offside wing. Instruction.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of tactics that United defenders do right now. Whether they end up double defending Ricky McRae with Coley clearly a little bit uncomfortable to take the shot.
Yeah, her confidence is a bit down today, I think.
Proof will be in the pudding. All you need is a couple of good ones to get back into the game.
That's true. Find some rhythm.
Caulfield, she's just working overtime at the
I
moment.
was just going to say someone that hasn't lost any confidence.
No, she seems to be growing.
Contact, goal defence.
Good try from Rigney.
That is obstruction, wing defence.
Abby Tilburg's free in the midcourt.
Obstruction. Obstruction, goal defence. Both players.
Break wing, free pass, centre third.
And so United move a little bit further up the court, taking advantage of that call.
Stockton outside.
We were talking off camera and you were impressed by Nadia McDonald. She's moved from the court in the earlier time slot. Now she's sitting on the bench as the head coach of the under-20 side. Just loves her netty.
I'm going to say, must love it.
That's it.
And that resonates right through, you know, from grassroots to top level with that Rethink Models campaign, clearly showing how much the girls love their netball and that they do it for the love of the game and not anything else, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anybody that's in the netball community has known for a very long time that these players work extremely hard. They are terrific role models, not just for netballers, but I think for all young women and children that are growing up. I see firsthand every day the wonderful work that they do and the hard work that goes into being a netballer. And yeah, just thrilled for Paige and Shani and the other girls that are involved that can tell their story. And it's had such a fantastic, positive, you know, acknowledgement from the community.
I spoke to Lisa Alexander about it too, and she said one of the reasons that the girls are so focused on being role models is she keeps telling them she wants a PM out of them. One of them's got to be PM one day, she keeps telling.
Listen, I would put my money behind Shani Layton.
Aha, see? Lisa Alexander picks guys, so I'm with you on the Layton selection. She'd be a very blunt and honest.
Actually, you've given me a
PM.
fantastic segue. We have a series on New South Wales Swifts TV, which is our YouTube channel, called In the Huddle, where we get behind the scenes with some of the Swifts playing group and put a question to them. And one just recently, or a couple months ago, I think, was if you were PM, what would you introduce for a day? So if you haven't seen that one, definitely head over to our YouTube channel and check it out. Plus all the other amazing videos that we try and put together. Yeah, we try and do a good job.
I'm intrigued now. I'm going to have to go back and watch some.
It was. I'll give you a little teaser. It probably was the most serious that Shani Layton has actually been.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
And some great work between Pillen and Woods here.
Advantage goal. Stingrays.
So 34-23, they lead the Stingrays. Just over 6 minutes left of play.
Offside, wing attack.
Holly Strong back to Pearce in
Contact,
the
wing
midcourt.
Just a little bit late there, Friday.
And Holly's starting to move a bit more.
Contact, goal defence.
The fact that she hasn't been able to is just a testament to the defence that Emily Nesbitt is putting on her.
United. Obstruction centre.
Unfortunate there.
Just
Gorman
a little
Brown.
bit too close.
Advantage obstruction.
So easy. Look at that. 3 passes, and it goes. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but keep the players off that circle edge, and it's much harder to defend the pass into the shooters. Sutherland taking their patience here.
Contact, wing defence.
Credit to United, who are just sticking to their guns. Sutherland just can't do anything to this deficit. They can't get any closer than 10 goals.
And it doesn't take much for United to get it into the hands of Caulfield, and she just seems to shoot, whether it's the first or second attempt, each time it
You
comes up that
hesitated,
end.
Ben. You didn't want to give the commentators first.
That is contact centre.
Caulfield be watching this back.
Certainly, as we're seeing here, it's taking Sutherland so
That is
many
offside,
passes
wing
to get it
defence.
into their circle, whereas United,
Contact keeper.
the last goal, three passes and it was in. Whereas it's a completely different story down this end.
It's very direct up the United end, that's for sure. And there's
Obstruction,
hands everywhere.
Goalkeeper.
United defenders are just really making it hard for McRae and for Colley. That one was a bit too fast.
Good hands, good tip there by Bradley.
That's it. Yes. Varnish center offside. Varnish center obstruction. Stingrays.
So back in round 3, when these two sides last played, in the third quarter, the score finished up 33-32. It's a different story tonight.
Obstruction centre.
United leading by 10 goals. And the question now will be whether the Stingrays will be able to decrease the deficit heading into the last quarter.
And replicate the opens. I'm still a little bit in shock on that. No, but as you alluded to, round 3, it's a long time ago. It's a lot of netball that's been played since then. And so, rightly or wrongly, whether or not teams have found their rhythm, have grown in combinations, all of that kind of stuff.
Miscommunication there, sees the goalkeeper for United jump on it. Emily Nesbitt, we keep mentioning her name. And Caulfield impressing up the other end of the court too.
Center obstruction.
We haven't really been talking about the mid-quarters for the United a lot, and that's probably because it's so seamless heading up through the court.
It's probably also because it's been so speedy through the court. When they're going into attack, all of a sudden it's in that attacking third. Caulfield and Woods are working really hard to make sure that they're ready for when their mid-quarters are right on that circle edge. There's no faffing.
Not here to muck around.
Obstruction wing.
But certainly, their centre and wing defence are really assisting the circle defenders. They're putting the pressure. They're keeping the players off the circle edge. They're making them reset. All of this really assists. And look, it's just so clumped at the top of that attacking third.
And McRae,
forcing Colley to come out.
McRae and Colley have both popped out in this short interim that it's been up this end.
Contact keeper.
Good positioning from Colley.
Yep.
She deserved that goal. Well done.
So United lead the Stingrays by 12 now, 40-28.
Advantage obstruction, wing attack. Go attack obstruction.
That is contact wing defence.
It's a bit of yelling being done by
Good drive.
the Stingrays. Nice work by Colley.
I think she might be just as far out.
Well done.
Felt a lot more comfortable, obviously.
Just in front this time. More direct view of the net.
Better positioning from McRae.
Some confidence from Colley in that pass too.
Just defending the space in front of the post, which is exactly where she wanted the ball.
long ball from Woods to Caulfield, which does pay off in some ways. Misses the shot. 40-30 the score here at the end of the third quarter. I'm sure the Stingrays will come out firing in this fourth quarter the same way the Opens did just before.
Stingray.
Don't go anywhere.
Sutherland.
Some big changes to the sides for the fourth quarter. For the Stingrays, Stortenberger makes her way back onto the court after a quarter off, and she's back at goal defence. Abby Tilburg moves back into goal keep, and Leilani Finial is in at wing defence. For United, Friday's moved back to goal defence. A change in shooting, Abby Ballastis coming on at goal attack. Rickney's moved to wing defence, and at centre, Madeline Anderson. So there's lots of similarities we're drawing between this match and the Opens match that just played out before. The Opens tying 13 apiece in the third quarter, and these girls have just tied 14 all in their third quarter. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here.
United.
And Abby Ballasty shoots her first for the night. So the Stingrays were first on the board in this quarter. They scored the first two.
Contact. Stingrays.
And Caulfield's first for the fourth quarter.
Bad instruction wing.
Barnick center obstruction. Barnick wing obstruction. Possession Central Sutherland.
Also for the Stingrays, I've just noticed that Brittany Pearce has moved to wing attack, which means Brianna Smith has moved back to the bench.
United.
Contact on defense. Bad instruction goal attack.
Great dedication
Contact
from the
wing.
two players there. Just had eyes for the ball.
And some of the older North Shore players have come back to watch the girls.
Bad
Just popping in on
instruction
the bench.
defense.
Nice to see that support there.
Obviously finishing their ice baths. Probably just stepped outside for their ice bath. It's pretty cold.
Barnick wing attack obstruction. Wing defense obstruction.
United mid-court again, showing some real good defence. Forcing them off the circle edge.
They still can't get the ball into Collie, can they?
This is great.
Struggling.
Listen to United's bench. They are just at the top of their lungs willing their players.
Mentioning before that United is in that sixth spot. The Stingrays are in second. We've said many times that there isn't that much difference when you compare the teams on the ladder, but it does mean that they will be very happy to take a win.
And while we're talking about the ladder positions don't really matter when it comes to the contest that you're about to see on court, I think it's fair to say there's only a few rounds to go
Beautiful
before
long ball
finals.
from Gorman Brown to Collie, sorry.
Absolutely. No, there's only a few rounds to go until finals, and teams that are sitting outside of the top four are really going to be trying to make their mark and have an impact
Push
on
their
the
way
ladder.
into that.
Absolutely. What team wouldn't want to be involved in the inaugural final series, let alone actually taking the title home? Certainly, that's what I would like to do.
You'd want to be the first names on the trophy or
Absolutely.
the honour rolls, whatever it may be. Oh, beautiful shot from Collie on the long range. Lots of yelling being done. I'm having flashbacks to that earlier game. I really am.
I think Sutherland's bench is saying whatever you can do, we can do better.
Batting's offside, centre. Stingrays.
So Sutherland have come back here, limiting United to only 4 goals in the 7 minutes of play that have happened. And they've scored 6 themselves.
Could have their 7th.
Oh, here we go. Nice work by Coley.
Oh, unlucky call. Friday had front spot.
44-37 now. Oh, did you see how many North Shore players just ran out for that ball when they saw she was struggling?
Fantastic teamwork, really.
Obstruction centre. Offside centre. Free pass inside.
Caulfield unhappy with that positioning. She doesn't want to go further back, that's for sure.
Oh, great tip. Well done.
The mix-up has seen it into the hands of Abby Tilburg. Gorman Brown wants it. He's had a hand in a lot of tonight.
Fitness is going to prove a very big factor because some of these players look a little bit slower than they did in the opening quarter. And when a game is played at this sort of intensity for as long, it really fitness proves a huge difference.
Stingrays.
United bench like that play.
So Nesbitt and Coley, really, really exciting to watch, those two. And Coley gets the better of her this time. Oh, beautiful shot. Now we can see what Coley can do. She's warmed up.
Yeah, I think it's funny what confidence can do for you.
She's definitely into the rhythm of things now.
Kind of wish we had champion data here so I could see just how many she probably missed when she first came on, to how many she's able to have gotten since then. Commentator's curse.
She did well on the rebound there. I feel like there's a bit more want from her, and it could be the confidence.
Batting's right wing.
North Shore, there's a lot of yelling being done.
Tilburg tried really hard to pull out of that. She knew she was going to be late.
Obstruction wing defence, both players.
Fed well to Caulfield. Oh. Desperate.
Great chase.
Gorman Brown beat Ballasty to that.
I really hope people watching at home can hear just how loud it is down at the show court.
And most of that noise is coming from the Opens North Shore players. Lots of yelling and clapping being done. I think it's McKee leading them in the stands. You think she's on the court. Nice shot from Coley. 44-40. Wow, hasn't this changed?
Isn't that where Sutherland started to make their move in the Opens? This is a mirror image, only probably just a bit too late on later compared to the other game.
And still 4 minutes of play left. I can't believe it. It feels like this quarter's flown. Oh.
3 minutes 40 on the clock. It's 3 goals in it. What can happen from here?
North Shore can feel it slipping from their hands this win.
Structural defence.
And they would be very disappointed to lose both in the same fashion.
Couldn't possibly, could it?
No. Who knows?
Possibly.
Who knows?
Sport just delivers so many,
Yes, goal attack.
Interwoven stories.
so many feel-good stories.
Oh,
Good
well
chase.
done by Caulfield.
Obstruction, goal defence.
Oh no.
Time for the goal attack. No.
So Shelby Mallon will come on to replace McRae.
Do you right to come off or? Someone might. Yes, please. Can you wipe the court for me? Do you see where she's? Yeah, someone there.
And we hope she's okay.
Yeah, she gets deserved clap off. Probably not the way she wanted to end her night.
Contact, goal
As a
attack.
netballer, we've all had those. They're a bit of a stinger when they first happen, but fingers crossed that she'll be okay.
Goal attack, obstruction.
Well, it is a brutal sport sometimes.
It'll be interesting to see how that interruption plays out for the momentum. See if we can stop Sutherland's run. Collie has different ideas, obviously. We've got 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Be exciting to see how this plays out.
And there's another chance for the Stingrays here. And it's really changed. Collie's doing all the work here. Obviously, Mallon's just come on. Very tied up with her defender. But for someone that was lacking confidence in the third quarter when she came on, or second quarter, I think it was, the back ends, she's been very, very impressive. 44-43, can you believe it? 1 goal of difference. Oh my goodness, Coley again. Nice little turn, little swivel. Sees her find some space.
Scores are level. It's a Sutherland centre pass.
That is break.
This is
Can
really
they take the lead in the absolute shadows of full time?
This is really unbelievable what's unfolding
I
here.
don't know about you, Brittany. I'm actually on the edge of my seat. This is fantastic. Eating up some time here. Probably should be careful. There is a lot still to go. Oh, fantastic read.
That pressure's forced a turnover. Rigney and the wing defence for the United did very well there.
Cannot give away a penalty right now.
Obstruction, wing defence.
30 seconds on the clock here. This is do or die for United.
22 seconds.
Nice work by Woods.
10
Wow.
seconds on the clock. United have the centre pass.
Can you hear the roar? Here we are eating into our time.
Take a bow, United. They've done very well here.
Wow, what an incredible finish. 45-44 United over the Stingrays tonight. And both sides should really take a bow. That was very, very impressive. Great for all.
How
the
lucky
people
are
here.
we?
Oh,
Two
very, very
fantastic
lucky.
games.
It's been fantastic. Thanks for listening to Bar TV tonight. I'm very lucky with the 2 games we've just watched here. Enthralling.
Thanks, Jamie.
And United victorious in this game, 45-44 over the Stingrays.
I don't know what I'd do on a Saturday if I didn't play netball.
It's fun when I get to play with my friends.
Being a mother of 3, it helps relieve some stress.
Anyone can play netball no matter what size or height or colour.
If you want to find a club, check out letsplaynetball.com.au.
What if your next phone could take photos like a pro? Like that one, even in low light. Busted.
We were just talking.
What if you could expand its memory so you can store all your photos?
You have more followers than me.
And what if it worked in this weather? I did warn you. And what if you could do all that and still look this good? Not you, champ. Sorry. Introducing the new Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge.